Hello everyone, I'm MaxSureCheesy87 and this is Let's Play Trails to Azure Part 60. In the previous video we came over to St Ursula Hospital where we were reunited with Tio, and now after talking to everyone else in the hospital we're gonna pop in and see how Ilya's doing, since apparently she has woken up.
あら、どちら様、入っちゃっていいわよ。失礼します。
Boo!
あら、ティオちゃんと。
Boo! You've been spooked.
弟くんじゃない。それにあなたは。
ああ、ご無沙汰してるね。
yeah, it's like, oh my god, is that you, Lloyd? Oh, hey, Wazzy. That's your name, right?
イリアさん、本当にお久しぶりです。すみません。お見舞いなのに手ぶらで来てしまって。
Yeah, we were like kind of like in prison. Don't ask questions about it. It's a long story.
もうそんなの気にしないでってば。ほらほら、3人ともこっちにいらっしゃいな。ああ、ファンからのお菓子とか勝手に食べちゃってもいいわよ。
Well, I mean, if you insist. I mean, I wasn't gonna eat them otherwise, but since you're being so forceful about it, I guess I'll just have to eat 17 chocolate cupcakes.
クッキーとかだったらまだ賞味期限内だと思うし。それでは失礼します。そっか、君たちもいろいろ大変そうね。
I mean, we're only fighting the reincarnation of an ancient god. I mean, come on, it's not that crazy, right?
クロスベルそのものがとんでもないことになってるのはいろいろ聞いてはいるんだけど。
はい。
まあ、確かにとんでもないとしか表現できない事態だよね。
足が動かないのがもどかしくて仕方ないわね。アルカンシェルの様子とかこの目で確かめたいんだけど。
I mean, at least she's not completely paralyzed.
そのイリアさん。
And the fact that they mentioned rehab means it must be that it's at least you know, her legs can maybe get better. I mean, probably not good enough to ever really dance again, but...
体の方は
ああ、うん。セイランド先生は歩けるようになるかどうかも現時点ではわからないだって。まあ 100% 無理って断言されたわけじゃないけど。
That's until we meet Robo Ilya in the future games. Robotic Ilya is gonna dance to the... I don't really know how to continue this joke, if I'm being honest. The joke is that she gets robot legs. That's it.
そうですか。
That was one of those, you know, I've talked about this before. Like sometimes you start on like you start to say a sentence and then you realize halfway through you're like, I have no clue where I'm going with this, and then you have to face that decision of, do I try and just stumble my way through and hope we land on a good punchline, or do you just abort it and just say, nah, it's not going anywhere, dude? That was a nah, it's not going anywhere, dude type of situation.
ああ、もうそんな顔されたらこっちまで暗くなるじゃないの。あのね、ダメって思い込んだらそれだけで可能性はなくなるのよ。
You're not wrong.
舞台にしてもそうだけど、どこかに必ず答えはあるの。
I mean, you're not really doing anything else. You may as well try and get back to normal.
どんなに苦しくても絶望的でも一筋の光明は絶対にあるわ。諦めない限りきっとね。
すごいね、あなたは。
別にすごいとか言われるほどのものかしら。第一ね、話を聞く限りあなたたちの方が大変じゃないの？
I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I feel like, you know, maybe you're underselling how difficult your thing is. I mean, all we have to do is just beat up, you know, ancient robots of doom. I guess they're not really ancient, but new robots imbued with ancient powers of doom.
それは
確かに普通に考えれば恐ろしく困難な道のりかと。同じよ、同じ。人って大切なもののためならどこまでも頑張れる生き物だしね。程度の差あれ、それが人の強さなんだと思う。
Very true.
人という生き物の。
なるほど。
まあ私はその中でもかなり欲張りな方だと思うけど。 それでも本質的なところは他の人たちだって同じだと思うわ。うちの劇団員たちも。もちろんリーシャもね。
イリアさん、
あの子に会えたら伝えておいてもらえない？あんたにとって一番大切なものは何？その大切なものを前にして頑張らずにいられるの？って。
わかりました。リーシャに会うことができたら必ず。
And you better remember it word for word, Lloyd.
ええ、頼んだわよ。
Admittedly, I'm still worried about all of my fellow troop members in the city. Then again, this is Arkansas I'm talking about. Knowing them, they're just practicing just as hard as ever. Are you saying you're not worried about whether or not they were rehearsing? I'm sure they're galloping around in spandex as we speak. Ah, to be an artist. Sully in particular. These are important years for her growth. You better be making leaps and bounds in preparation for when I come back and rock her world.
ほんと、とんでもないね。さすが炎の舞姫なんて呼ばれてるだけはあるな。
She's gonna be the world's first handstand dancer.
むしろ舞台の太陽の姫そのものかと。私もここに連れてこられて何度か話しているんですけど、セシルさんともどもすごく元気づけてもらいました。
そっか。本当になんとかリーシャも見つけられればいいんだけどな。
まあそればっかりはエイドスの巡り合わせだろうね。
フランさんに声をかけてそろそろ戻りましょうか。
ああ、そうしよう。
Afterward, Lloyd and the others met back up with Zeit. They said their goodbyes to Cecile and then left St Ursula Hospital. On their way back, Wazzy discovered another gap of Septium Veins influence just in front of the hospital. Well, ain't that fucking convenient. He placed a second warp circle there, making it possible for the Merkaba to travel to St Ursula and pick them up. With Tio and Fran aboard, the team can track wanted monsters and other requests along the highways from Merkaba. Okay, there are gonna be. I was gonna make a joke, like they're gonna be like, you know, SSS requests. Hey, guys, my cat's gone missing again. I know you have this whole, you know, like thing in Crossbell to do, but like I really would like my kitty cat back. Also my umbrella, and I lost my train ticket. The terminal can be found in Merkaba's lower cabin, so be sure to check it in when you have the time. Maybe that's what that big turtle was. It was a monster, but we just did it before we actually had the request.
七葉脈の力場の隙間を。あ、そちらにデータを送ります。はい、了解です。
I do really like this concept for the final chapter of like going back around and recruiting your team again in the Merkaba.
座標特定できました。クロスベル北東エリア、アルモリカ村近辺です。
So I'm guessing that's gonna be Ellie. I mean, that's really the only like outer area that it could still possibly have been. Maybe the gates.
すごいな。
Honestly, it is surprising they're not at the gates. You would think the gates would have some sort of like, you know, prison or holding cell. Because it is weird that only Lloyd was actually like arrested. I guess because he's like the leader, and maybe they're under the assumption that the other members wouldn't do anything without him, which, I mean, I guess that's maybe true for Ellie and Tio, but, you know, Randy, I feel like he'd go start shit regardless. Granted, Randy may have actually been, like, in prison, and he just seems to have escaped, maybe?
まだまだ未熟ですけど。
これからは効率的に降りられる場所を探せそうだね。それでどうする？このまま新しいポイントに行ってみるかい？
ああ、アルモリカ村の様子も確かめられそうだしな。
期間最大目的地アルモリカ村上空。
警戒態勢を維持しつつ目的地へと向かいます。
Onward to Armorica. Well, wait, actually, JK out loud. Okay, that does give us our sea pizzle back, which is nice. You managed to reunite with some of your friends. That's a great start. Hard work pays off. Keep it up, and it's only a matter of time until you can find them all. Until then, please buy my shit. Dude, seriously, these loans, man. You know how expensive, oh god, what are they? Seminary is. I couldn't think of what, you know, like, religious colleges were called. Check requests. There are a lot of them, sire. They're all long, and they're just monster quests. I mean, didn't we technically do this one? Or I guess it's like a different one? I don't know what the... Obvious, you will finally face your doom. Oh god, I haven't played this since we, fought Mario Bell like 20 videos ago. And then I've also got the debuff due to talking. I did, like, I remember after we did the Mario Bell thing and I stunk it up, I did fight her again right after without talking, and it was so much easier. Because it's like, it's hard to... And I think I just have a bad habit of not paying attention to what's coming up next. I mean, Abbas is... you might think he's destroying us, and you'd be wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. He's not destroying me. I'm destroying him. He just doesn't know it yet, okay? Go down there. I need a green bee. Need a... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. We mucked it up there. I don't know, just go over there. Just go over there, give me a red bee. Need a red bee? I'm not afraid. Okay, I'm a little afraid. We should have just instant defensive ulted. I mean, I don't even know if there's, like, I assume we've probably, like, missed one of the... Oh, God, we've screwed up. Like, I don't know how many... Because I know it's apparently if you do all of these, you get, like, a reward or something. But, okay, this is, like, a... Can I just restart? Maybe we can fight back. Keyword there is maybe. Put a yellow bee there. And get a blue. Throw that down. Actually, we should have put our... Oh, we do have a red. Put the red there. One thing that would be nice is that, like, when it's dropping down, if you could see the top one instantly. Because that's what I think also kind of throws me off a little bit. Is that if you don't pay attention to what it actually says is next, for that first few seconds, it's hard to tell what the, we need a green bee. Or actually a blue bee would be fine too. Yeah, that's good. And then we got little blue action over there. Little red action over there. I'm not afraid. Okay, I'm a little afraid. You activated my trap card? It's called, please just give me lucky combos because I don't know what I'm doing. It's a simple spell, but it's quite powerful. See? Like I said, simple spell. Quite powerful. Quite powerful. That's not a yellow. Thought that was a... I don't know why I thought that was a yellow. I guess because, like, I believed in the heart of the cards. I was like, I need a yellow. And, it didn't work. Come on, give me a red. No! I messed up. It's okay, though. I don't know if... He's in a spicy spot, man. We almost had him, dude. We almost had him. If we had just waited a little bit longer. But I was worried that he was about to, like, start clearing, and we were gonna get destroyed. This is fun. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm a little afraid. I shouldn't have hesitated. I didn't realize it was only like a 400 one. I didn't think it'd actually do that much damage. Okay, we can beat him. He's nothing, man. He's a little weak baby boy. You know, we have to remember, I'm operating on essentially 0 experience at match 3 games. So every battle is increasing my overall experience in these type of games by a magnitude of many numbers. Now you may be wondering, why did you put that blue bee there? I don't know, dude. I don't know why I do these things, man. Get green bead? Oh, no, that was not right. It's the worst. There's a lot of, like, as soon as you put a block, I'm like, oh no, that's not what I wanted. Don't put that there. Give me a yellow. That's a blue. Got a green boy. Wait, is this a yellow? It is a yellow. He's too fast. His computer brain, man. It's way stronger than my puny human brain that doesn't know what it's doing. You fool. You fell for the classic trap. Okay, then give me a red boy. Oh, you're getting destroyed. It's over. You know, like I said, it was just a matter of time. The computer brain is activated. No! Okay, the computer brain has, not activated. We lied. I'm too scared. No. Oh, God. I wanted to move the green. Oh, my God. Okay. We kind of got thrown off there for a second, but we're just, giving Abbas a few freebies, since I felt so bad for how badly he was getting destroyed, that he needed... I felt like he needed a break. You know, the guy's been working hard. He has to put up with Wazi all the time. I mean, come on, that's gotta, like, weigh on your nerves, right? I don't know what I was doing there. I thought it was a red, but it was a yellow. I'm not colorblind. You're colorblind. Okay, come on. Give me a green boy. We probably should have just waited for a green boy, but... Okay, we've almost got him where we want him. You may be asking, what do you mean you've got him where you want him? It looks like he's in a much better position than you. Shut up. You know what you're talking about. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Actually, I am afraid. No! I couldn't hit left fast enough. Okay, this will be our last attempt with commentary. And then I guess if I have to, we'll just do it without talking and win instantly. I promise. That's the only reason I'm losing. It's not because I'm bad. It's because talking is hard. Because I think it's because, like, whenever we push something down and it plays an animation, instead of paying attention to, what do I do with you? Instead of paying attention to what's actually coming next so I can plan the next move and do it quickly, I'm like, what inane nonsense should I say? Is what I'm focused on. Which is probably not the best way to win, but we're not here to find the best way to win. I mean, we are, but... Oh, God, what are you doing? Yo, that worked. Okay, just give me a... Give me a red! Give me a... What are you doing? Sir, what are you doing? I don't know what I'm doing, man. Oh, God, that did nothing. Actually, it was all part of my plan. Okay, that didn't really do quite as much as I was hoping. Wait! Okay, never mind. Wait! All according to Keikaku? Oh, God. And we're kind of making a... We're doing... Oh, dude. Eat that, T.O. Oh, you thought you were the Palm Master? Turns out Lloyd Bannings has logged online. Okay, we just got him. He's not quite in a spicy enough spot for us to go for the kill. Soon, though. Soon. That's not a green bee. I need a green bee. Okay, we gotta... Oh, no, that's not red. That's not red, dude. Why do you think that was red? Only an idiot would think that was red. I think we're okay. I mean, all part of my plan? And I'm fighting for my freaking life out here. Abbas, aren't you supposed to be piloting the ship anyway? That's not what we need. That's not what we need. That's definitely not what we need. That's what we need. Kind of, not really. A little bit. It's a little bit what we need. Oh no, I blocked our spot. I blocked our spot. Okay, there we go. There we go. And then hit him with the yellow. Hit him with a little red action. Hit him with a little green boy. Hit him with a little other. Oh no, wait, no, that's yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Which is good, because when I know what I'm doing, I do the wrong thing. When I don't know what I'm doing, I accidentally, sometimes good things happen. No! No! Wouldn't even let me use my S break. Okay, we'll try one without talking and see how that goes. Sir, come on, man. Okay, we win. So it took 2 tries. The first try, we actually were pretty close, but I gambled and didn't, didn't use my defense when we were at like 600, because I was like, oh, we're about to be able to kill him. And it turns out he calculated the math in his head and knew he had me. But yeah, we win. Get wrecked. Wazzy, you next? Now it's you and Fran, our board will be able to make better use of Merkaba's capabilities. There was a limit to our potential to find other spots to land at. Having those 2 on board is a boon. Maybe Adios herself guided them back to us so quickly. That nurse. You mean Cecile's on the wrong side? It's weird to think of a wolf laughing, in all honesty. No, it's nothing. I was merely thinking that fate is a peculiar way of bringing people together. It is irrelevant, so pay it no mind. If you say so. That aside, it was fortuitous that you were able to reunite with Tio so quickly. Now locating your other SSS comrades. Right, I'm not sure what that all was about, but at least we can agree on that. It means, Zeit's gonna be your brother-in-law. Thanks to Father Hemisphere's thaumaturgy, you should be able to visit the hospital for a while without bumping into the CDF. But hey, just because we're off to a good start, there's no reason to let your guard down. You need to be careful when you're on the ground. One area of the ship we ask that you don't enter is the engine room. There's something important in there that under no circumstances can be shown to outsiders. What could it be? Actually, that reminds me, I need to perform maintenance in the engine room soon. No peeking, got it? Peeking. If you say so. Give me a little dollary dues. I don't really need it, but I want it. Where even is the engine room? I guess we can't even attempt to enter it. Tio, we set up your ordnance, right? Yeah, we did. How do I go? Oh, yeah, I guess we have to talk to Abbas. So the Merkaba is equipped with the same kind of terminal that's at the SSS building, huh? That's really convenient. Now I can send you all support requests just like I used to. Hey, you're right. That terminal in the cabin is pretty much the same. Now that I think about it, where would it be getting the data from? I had the same question, so I asked Abbas. He said the ship's systems sometimes detect monsters while searching for gaps in the septium vein's influence. Apparently, it's a function of the Merkaba to detect potential obstacles to its day-to-day operations. Wow, well, it'd be dangerous to leave those monsters alone. We'll take care of them when we have the chance. Guess that means I'll be reporting a support request to you just like the good old days. I was thinking the same thing. The nostalgia almost brings a tear to my eye. I know it might be a bit of a hassle to report from the cabin terminal when I'm just right upstairs, but procedure is so important, you know? This way we can get proper credit when we one day return to the police. I hear you loud and clear, friend. In the meantime, I hope you'll be our trusty operator again. You can count on it. While we were looking for other places to land, we found reactions from possible monsters. Okay, you're just kind of saying the same thing. Abbas was just showing me how to use the ship's main terminal. To my surprise, the Merkaba systems were designed by the Epstein Foundation. Wait, really? There's no mistaking it. I mean, that makes sense. I've seen church officials visiting Foundation headquarters in the past. Had the Foundation and the church been collaborating all this time? Yes, though it is naturally off the record. The Merkaba's design is powered by a flight-capable artifact known as the Heavenly Chariot. Ah, okay, that's why we can't go to the engine room, I guess. Shortly after the Orbital Revolution, we worked with the Foundation to refurbish the Heavenly Chariot's engine and give it its current form. The Heavenly Chariot? That's the name Zeit muttered on Tangrim Hill the first time he showed me the Merkaba. As an aside, the church also assisted in the development of tactical ordnance and other technologies. The orbital arts you all use have their basis in the church's thaumaturgy. That's interesting. I've kind of wondered about that. That, you know, if that was like kind of the reason why they use ordnance for magic is because of the church. Fascinating. Since it seems like they've been able to use magic like naturally for a while. I hope this will go without saying, but me telling you this is off the record. Please do not share this information. Of course, we wouldn't dream of it. Grace, I got a scoop. 100 million Mira is my price. You have my word as well. Okay, well... Where are these support requests? Ursula Road, Old Armorica Road, Mines, and West Crossbell. I mean, we could give, The Merkaba's engine is powered by the Heavenly Chariot, an artifact capable of flight. After the Orbital Revolution, refurbish its design. Oh, dude, look at Zeit, man. He's such a good boy. You don't fight me. You're scared. You're a scared little monster. Now, hopefully these are like new fights and not just like rehashes of the same 4 septids or cryptids. I don't know why I was gonna call them septids. Yeah, you better run. I'm just taking a gamble that it's this way. Dude, Zeit's art does look cool. Ooh, U materials? Do you think we'll ever get to use our U materials again? Big monster? Big monster? Big monster? No? Okay, let's not do that again, because I don't want to... I would hate to someone, you know, I don't want to get anyone to an epileptic seizure, man. Can we go to Stargazer's Tower? I didn't even think about that. Don't stop. Stop! Stop! And we'll pop by. Oh, you're the weak versions? Okay, so the weak ones are purple. Oh, there actually is something over here. Wait, look there. Oh yeah, that's Ouroboros. So I guess they're still here in a support role to guard the bells? So Ouroboros is the ones protecting this place. That girl in the armor that's guarding the door is one of the Steel Maiden subordinates. I've never seen archisms like those before. Oh yeah, they're kind of like little orbital gears. There's information about them in the database. They are similar to a model the Society used during the Librel incident. They're known as Vanguard units, right? It's a model that's highly efficient at hand-to-hand combat. Sounds difficult to deal with. I think our best option is to pull back for now. Come on, man! Hey, Wazi, when did you become so knowledgeable about the Society's archisms? Fair question. I guess I am somewhat versed in them. I believe the Church's knights and the Society have confronted one another numerous times in the shadows of history. Know thine enemy. Even between those two, it remains true. The thing is, circumstances are always shifting between the Church and Ouroboros. It's kind of complicated. Whoops, probably said too much. Good thing Abbas isn't here to chew me out. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I don't know how he puts up with you. Anyway, I think our best option is to pull back for now. Come on, man. Dude, we could beat them up. It's not even like the big ladies there. We can definitely take the subordinates. I mean, I think we could take the big lady as well, but obviously the plot doesn't think that. As far as the plot is concerned, Lloyd is actually the weakest man in Crossbell. He gets no respect. Despite being, like, easily the strongest party member. Be gone. I don't want to talk about it. Please, sir, stop. It's weird fighting these enemies again. Feels like I feel like you never really. I mean, you fight them, I guess. Like when you go to Stargazer Tower, like early on in the game, but like you never really fight them after. And you fought them a decent amount in Zero. You fought them as part of the story, and again later as Oh, that does hit everyone. Okay, so that's kind of how that works. I probably shouldn't have let you get that off. Now that I think about it. Really? Also, I meant to ult with Lloyd. I forgot that Wazi's in the first spot. And by forgot, I just now noticed. I guess because of, we got a party disruption. This is pretty cool. He's got like a little devil arm. We got our own little Nero in the party. Hey, that reminds me. What's our formation look like? I mean, that's honestly fairly okay. I would like Zeit to be a bit closer. Lloyd, honestly, I mean, I kind of like Lloyd being in the front just because he's like super tanky. But honestly, with his crazy movement, he could sit back some. Try something like that. Monster, where are you? Oh, there you are. We gotta fight you again, dude? Are you the one? Well, let me see. What's your name? You're not the one. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, so I guess you just respawn. Maybe you're just there was a way to like grind XP or something. Or I guess get burst orbs if you want to. I mean, I'm not saying I'll never use burst orbs. It's not like I've, you know, made a vow to never use them. It's just that, I'm not going to use them unless I feel like I actually have to. Dude, where's this monster? Because it's not that. It was called, like, Org Virage, which I don't know what that is. I don't recognize that name. Oh, he's chasing. Seriously, where is this thing? Alright, we'll pause until we find it. Alright, we found him. It's the green dragon, dude. This was the hardest fight in Zero, maybe. It's either it or the bug are the hardest fights in Zero. From what I remember, the gimmick is that they have AoE attacks that hit everyone and cancel arts. Let's go. Okay. Off to a good start, I would say, for us. Yeah, it cancels your art. You have Heaven's Eye? You do. So no elemental weaknesses, or no non-elemental weaknesses. Weak to Earth. We don't really believe in Earth spells. I never have, never will. Not really for any reason. I just don't really, I don't really use them for some reason. Do you resist wind? You do, but we do get to like double cast it. Could lower strength and defense. Yeah, hit him with a shadow blade. It's not gonna work now that I think about it, because they're gonna cancel it. But actually, we could have you ult. Absolute Zero. You're not gonna cast it in time. Because that's a single target. It's not bad, but it's not great either. What you could do. Hang on, I'm gonna cast. I wonder if that counts as an art attack. I mean, there's no point in casting any art because it's gonna get canceled. So I guess just like go in and hit. You can't even do that. And by going and hit, I mean give Tio the most minor baby heal the world's ever seen. Oh, we have burst available? Okay, we win, but I promise you the fight's hard in Zero. Maybe. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I think we were more art-based in Zero, so I think it was more annoying then. Maybe that's why I remember having issues with it. Can you cast it? I mean, you can cast Soul Blur in time. You can't stop all of us. I mean, you can, but it was almost time to use Beam Saber for the first time in the entire game. Ooh, an Emerald Gem. Yo, is it the one true evasion god? It is. I mean, granted, Lloyd's evasion isn't nearly high anymore since it's because of we're using that one piece of armor, but when we get Randy back, we might be able to turn Randy into an evasion god. I don't think we're ever going to get any regular armor that's going to be better than what Lloyd has right now. I mean, it's possible, but I guess it just depends on... Compared to what, like, Wazi has, you know, at the start right now, Lloyd's armor is still significantly better. I mean, 600 versus 360. Which reminds me, what is the, what rank are we on our, thingamacallit? What even is that? Is that in help manual? It's in here, so tactical, no? Rewards, yeah. Because you get emblem at second rank. I mean, we could maybe get second rank. There's no, I don't think we can get first. I think you actually have to get every single DP point to get the first rank, maybe? Like, I don't think there's any margin for error. Which is, like, basically, essentially only really possible if you're using a guide, which, I don't want to use. I'll accept occasionally people tell me about quests and comments. That's the maximum amount of direction I want. Just because I'm a little bit more trusting of I mean, it sounds kind of weird, but I'm more trusting of a YouTube comment to phrase things in a way that aren't spoilery than, like, just trying to look up a guide or something and just try and glance past, or, like, dance around spoilers.
さて、無事降りられたけど、しかしここって村のレンゲ畑だった場所だよね。
Yeah, I mean, it still looks kind of cool, but it definitely, I think, looked cooler before. Well, if it was, like, all blue instead of, like, blue with, like, some faint hints of the old color.
なあ、ずいぶん様子が変わってるけど。
The sparkles are definitely pretty cool.
これもキーヤが覚醒した影響なのかもしれません。サイト、厳重の気配はどうでしょう？
今のところ出現する気配はなさそうだ。当面はあの法人を頼りにしても問題なかろう。
わかった。とりあえずトルタ村長に挨拶した方が良さそうだな。
はい、行ってみましょ
う。なるほど。
Well, I was gonna say, first things first, let's talk to everybody, but I guess we're gonna talk to Chief Tulta first regardless.
最初そちらの狼殿と共に訪ねてきた時は腰を抜かすかと思ったが。
すみません。
どうやら私の配慮不足だったようだな。
いやいや、伝説の新郎殿にこうしてお目にかかれるとは。
The old man was finally proven right.
村にはここ好きな
Oh,
だけ
whoops.
滞在
My
して
bad.
くれるといい
I've
じゃ
accidentally,
な
my finger slipped. What'd he say? Thankfully, the defense force has largely ignored our village.
ありがとうございます。
う。とても助かります。
しかし病院の方でも批判的な人は多かったけど。
Yeah, I mean, that one thing I will give the people for, there were plenty of NPCs when we went around talking right after the speech who were, like, skeptical of Croyce's actions. I mean, for the most part, most of them were, like, supportive, and a lot of them were, like, fanatically supportive, which was kind of scary, but, it wasn't like everyone was in unanimous agreement that, like, hey, this is fine.
ここでもディーター大統領はあまり評判が良くないみたいだね。
But I mean, especially now, you've got to feel like, you know, this kind of sucks, especially now that they're already they're living in a dictatorship pretty much.
もともとこの村とは縁の薄い人物ではあるからな。
Like, honestly, it's not that much different than if they had been taken over by Ereboni or Calvard.
独立国などと言われても全くピンとこぬし。
Like, they're less free than they were prior to actually attaining independence, which is kind of ironic.
例の幻獣が現れたせいで農作物の収穫も落ち込んでおる。なのにたまに国防軍とやらが見回りに来る程度の対応じゃ。
そうでしたか。
存在すぎますね。
町の者が周辺の村里を顧みぬのは世の常。しかしどうもそれが行き過ぎているようだな。
わしも正直ついていけないものを感じる。かといってこの村の影響力などクロスベル市の人口に比べればあってないようなもの。正直どうしたものかと考えあぐねていたところじゃよ。
なるほどね。
You could hook us up with some sweet honey.
幻獣についてはこちらも気をつけておきます。それ以外にここ最近で何か困ったことはありますか？村の治安や雰囲気が悪化していたりとか。
いや、幸いにしてそこまでには至っていない。今は村全体で協力してこの困難を乗り切っていこうと頑張っているところじゃ。ハロルド君の一家も協力してくれているしな。
Oh yeah, he did say he was leaving for Armorica. I forgot about that.
ハロルドさん？
そういえば家族で遊びに行くと言っていたような。
ちょうど異変の時一家で遊びに来ておってな。その後すぐに街道の移動制限が出されたからそのままとどまっているんじゃよ。
そうだったんですか。
ハロルド君の一家なら宿の2階に滞在しておる。よかったら顔を出すといい。
ええ、わかりました。
早速訪ねてみようか。
Alrighty, we'll go do that. After we talk to everyone else, of course. Frankly, I don't believe President Croyce can be trusted. That said, that opinion of our little village is nothing compared to the masses in the city. As for the Hayworths, they've been staying with us. You'll find them at the inn. Times are tough. We have no choice but to come together. City folk and Armoricans alike. It still baffles me that Arius has become the state's Secretary of Defense. The Braces have always helped our village, but we haven't seen any of them since shortly after independence was declared. I've been worried about them. Yeah, that whole Bracer non-government interference thing is kind of biting them in the ass right now. I mean, granted, the only reason they've even been able to become an influential organization in the first place is because of it. But, you know, it would be nice to have some Bracer backup here. Not gonna lie. Those blue flowers started blooming in the lotus fields a few weeks ago. They seem to be affecting the growth of the other flowers, so I wanted to weed them out. No matter how many times they're pulled out of the ground, they grow right back. Anything back here? Huh? Cryptid laid waste to our fields out along the highway. Between the travel restrictions and our crops being down, business is looking pretty dire. Thank the goddess the village still has enough to be self-sufficient. Mrs. Hayworth is quite the cook, you know. She told me that she even holds cooking classes for her family's neighborhood. I wouldn't mind attending myself one day. Yeah, apparently she can cook with the best of them. So we've heard. I mean, I haven't had her cooking. All Camille can talk about these days is Colin. It's not fair. Camille's my brother, not Colin's. Mr. Hayworth told her this family was going to be staying at the Ash Tree Inn for a while. It's just like when me and my mom moved here. Everyone from Armorica is really nice and welcoming. Mr. Hayworth brought his kid with him a few weeks ago. It's kind of like having a little brother now too, since I'm the older one. I gotta watch his back. Saw Harold doing business with the Defense Force the other day. I've got a long way to go. If I'm going to be running this store, I need to be able to do stuff like that. Since Harold's in town, I think I'll ask him for some advice. Got anything? Oh yeah, we should read the crossbell times. We'll do that in a second. Harold said he'd negotiate with the Defense Force to get more supplies. We're self-sufficient when it comes to food, but the village does need medicine. Now, if only Jake could pick up those negotiation skills too. Well, I mean, Jake, how old are you? You're probably not as old as Harold, right? I mean, he's like middle-aged. He's got way more experience on you. Don't compare yourself to him and feel bad. Compare yourself to him as like an inspiration and something to strive towards. Thanks to the traffic restrictions on the highway, almost no cars or buses come by anymore. Oh, you got your truck back too. Sure, the Defense Force's armored cars that come around occasionally are cool, but I'm tired of seeing them. I'd be driving right now if it weren't for those cryptids. Just how long are these driveless days gonna drag on? You're sounding like Yuri. But yeah, let's read that real quick. Where is it? Yeah, 10. So let's water up and get ready. Okay, so it's been a month since the independence was declared. Oh, man. Featured story, a month in review, Crossbell's independence, a month of revolution. As we pass the 1 month anniversary of President Croiss's Declaration of Independence, the initial tide of confusion is just now beginning to subside. We'd like to take some time and examine the changes brought about by Crossbell's leadership over this past month. Volatile independence. Immediately following the declaration, the Imperial and Republican governments denounced Crossbell's independence. After waiting out a 24-hour ultimatum, both nations advanced their armies into Crossbell. The Empire's armored divisions forced their way through Bellegarde Gate, and the Republic's airborne armored division made way for their ground forces. Both armies then moved to invade Crossbell City. However, both advances were stopped by the Aeons, cutting-edge archisms under the command of the newly independent state. The Empire even aimed its railway guns mounted in Gorelia Fortress at Crossbell City. The guns, too, were neutralized by the Aeon's might. New state defense weapons deployed. In order to protect Crossbell's autonomy and peace, the Defense Forces deployed a new defensive mechanism that uses powerful orbital waves to create a protective barrier around Crossbell City. Officials say that it will defend the people of the city from any potential attack. Not everyone is happy about the new defense mechanism, though. Some are concerned that travel will take longer thanks to the Defense Force's permit system. Others are concerned that the outlying towns are being left defenseless outside the barrier. Neither the Defense Force nor the state government elected to answer our questions on either topic. Roadmaps to the United Nations. A few days ago, the independent state government announced its plan to form a continental alliance. 4 countries have already agreed to join. The initial members of the United Nations will sign on to the alliance in the next few months. Thanks to the promises of prohibiting all acts of war and guaranteeing open international trade, the prospective partnership has garnered a favorable public opinion. The international reaction. The Holy City... I'm sure Dieter Croix would never go back on his word, though. The international reaction. The Holy City of Arteria has made its first official statement following Crossbell's independence. The papacy simply stated it would continue to monitor the situation in western Zemuria closely. The Libelle Kingdom and the Principality of Remiferia have both decided to side with the will of the people. Crossbell's independence is to be recognized as a statement of fact, not opinion, explained a Remiferian public relations official. Calvert's economic panic continues. The Republican government has issued a series of financial reforms, but as borrowers continue to default on their loans, the economic turmoil in the country continues to escalate. International companies operating out of Calvert have also begun to feel the effects of the recession. Furthermore, many civilians were harmed in a reactionary bus bombing just yesterday morning. The Erebonian Civil War, an all-out conflict. The Blood and Iron Chancellor, Goliath Osborne, has been shot by an assassin. The noble faction has claimed responsibility for the murder and pledged to continue their crusade to the bitter end. So the noble faction tried to kill Goliath. I would have thought it would have been the opposite, that he would have been more in line with the nobles. I mean, really, he kind of operates a little independently of both factions, right? Like, he's trying to take over complete control, so of course the nobles are going to be a little against him, but also I would think the reformers would be against him as well, so he is in kind of a spicy spot. I'm assuming, I highly doubt they're going to kill him off screen. That just doesn't seem, likely to me. It would seem their conflict with the reformist faction, the conflict central to the Civil War itself, is nowhere in sight. Droves of Imperial citizens are trying to flee the country and escape the flames of war. We will continue reporting on the story as more information comes in. Defense Force considers hoarding restrictions. In response to the citizens' continued efforts to stockpile groceries and daily necessities, the Crossbelt Defense Force has begun distributing goods within the city and asks that citizens not hoard their goods without reason. The government says it has a store of food and supplies that will last for 5 years. The goods will be distributed to local grocery stores. The Defense Force is considering regulating private stockpiles in the event the confusion around the issue doesn't dissipate. Our leisure column is on hiatus until further notice. Yeah, that makes sense. And then all our books that... stupid books, I missed the dang chapters. And I don't want to get baited, man. I already got baited by Back Alley Doctor. I thought all the issues would be in the library, and then they weren't. And I've been destroyed mentally and emotionally. Every day, my brother Elkin moans and groans about how he can't drive his truck. Doesn't he realize that now isn't the time to be standing around all day complaining? Geez, you really ought to be grateful that we have enough food to see us through this mess. Who else is there? I guess there's the inn, right? Well, anybody hanging out in the shed? Nope. Wait, did we go in here? Didn't we just talk to you? Yeah, we did. I don't have short-term memory loss. What were we talking about again? Colleen is just too cute. Those big puppy dog eyes and that adorable smile are too much. I bet he's gonna grow up to be just so handsome, just like his father is. Those Defense Force guys creep me out. Whenever they come around the village, they got this high and mighty vibe. Was changing the CGF to the CDF really that big a deal? Zeit, let the woman pass. With those cryptids around and the highway locked down, I can't get any farming work done. I wish I had a book to read. Doubt the Defense Force would allow me into the city for something like a library visit. My life's feeling as empty as a blank page these days. You'll never deliver your thing. The Hayward's are staying in a large room on the second floor. It's not as though we're expecting any other visitors given the state Crossbell's in. We're all in a rough spot. Besides, Harold has been helping out the village a lot, so the least I could do is offer his family a place to stay. I mean, I'll buy some. Why not? Well, you know, let's rest as well. Just for ease of access. What you got to say, girly? Given everything that's happened, I'm starting to get worried about my old neighbors in Crossbell City. Despite how worried the Hayworths must be about the city, they're doing all they can to help the village. I should follow their lead and start helping more. But for now, I'm gonna sit right here. He is indeed a big doggy.
Oh, Lloyd-san.
It's been a while since I've seen their full portraits.
よかった。ご無事だったんですね。
ハロルドさん、どうもお久しぶりです。
おっきなワンちゃんとは私のことだろうか。
Oh, we're sorry, he didn't use the official holy term of large doggo? Big pupper?
ナイスな故障かと。
新郎も型なしだね。
ロイドさんたちが逮捕されたという噂を聞いて、本当に心配していました。
Okay, so yeah, Zeit can talk, by the way. I don't know if that's going to be hard for you to get, but he can.
何でも脱走犯として指名手配されたそうですが、ご無事そうで本当に良かった。
Now, I wonder if Zeit can control who his voice goes to. Like, is he only heard by us, or can they hear him as well?
ありがとうございます。
I mean, I would guess he has the ability to control his voice, right?
他の支援家の皆さんはどうなさったんでしょうか。
Like, it's what he must have been doing in the past?
残念ですが、離れ離れになっています。詳しい居場所もわからない状態で。
そうでしたか。
ハロルドさんたちは異変の時、ちょうど村を訪ねていたみたいですね。
ええ、最初は何が起こったのやら皆目見当がつきませんでした。訳もわからないまま街道の移動制限が出されて町にも戻れなくなってしまって。
でも村の方々には本当にお世話になっています。宿のご主人は ほとぼりが冷めるまで滞在していくよう言ってくださって、ゴリンも村の子供たちとすっかり仲良くなったみたいで。
カミーユくんやプーリーちゃんがいっぱい遊んでくれるんだよ。ワンちゃんも今度一緒に遊ぼうね。
You hear that, Zeit? You're kicked out of the party. Go play with the children.
考えておこ
ありがとうございます。まあそういうわけで、私も恩返しに村のお手伝いをさせていただいているんです。とは言っても、時々訪れる国防軍との交渉を引き受けるくらいなのですが。
いえ、この状況下だととても大切な役割かと。ハロルドさんのようなベテランの商人なら交渉もかなり慣れているでしょうし。
本当に大したことはないんですが。そうだ、国防軍と交渉している時に気になる話を聞いたんですが。
Anything about Ellie?
気になる話。
ええ、何でもこの辺りに正体不明の抵抗勢力が潜んでいるそうなんです。
Unidentified rebels. Wonder who that could be. I mean...
何度か国防軍の部隊が襲撃に遭っているらしくて。
Can't think of any group that would be strong enough to fight on the defense force. Off the top of my head.
本当ですか?
I mean, it could just be former members of the defense force that left after all this shit happened. Like, hopefully, like... I mean, I hope, like, Muriel, maybe, isn't buying into all this.
へえ、この状況下でそんなことをする人間がいるのか。
何者かは分かりませんが、非常に有益な情報ではないかと。
ああ、確かめる必要がありそうだ。ハロルドさん、抵抗勢力というのは。
I mean, I gotta assume Ellie is here somewhere, right? Like, this has gotta be where we pick her up.
どうやら古道の途中にあるアルモリカ古戦場のあたりで目撃されているようです。国防軍も定期的に巡
I mean,
回
it
してい
could
る
be
ようですが、
Randy, but I'm assuming he's
成
in
果は上がっ
mines.
ていないようですね。
う。アルモリカ古戦場。かつて幾度となく血が流され、教団が本拠地と定めた宿郷の地下。あの遺跡には隠れた通路なども多い。
何が待ってるかわからないけど、
Thought you were done, Zeit.
準備を整えて行ってみるか。
It was really nice seeing you, dog. I hope we can play together again. I will permit it if time allows. Since joining your division, small children have been drawn to me increasingly often. You should read the fine print. That comes with being the territory behind being a police dog. It was originally Chief Toltas that invited my family to the village. I believe Pete was also invited for helping to solve the fraud case, but he must have declined. Oh, so it was thanks for solving the Minith ordeal. On the bright side, at least Pete wasn't stranded here too. I feel the same. Now I'm also worried about the other members of the SSS. I pray you'll find them soon. Why, thank you, ma'am. Agreed. Finding the others is of the utmost importance. Well, I guess we'll head on out.
さてと、それじゃあ古戦場に行くってことでいいのかな。
ああ、その抵抗勢力というのがひょっとしたら俺たちとも連携できるかもしれない。
そうですね。探ってみる価値はあるかと。
ならば向かうとしようか。
Off we go, dude. Almost like we were riding Zeit for a second. The way all the sprites are on top of each other. I'm just gonna hope no one there has any new dialogue. Yo, it's you guys. I remember you. Stupid enemies that Arius had to try and save us from, even though we had them dominated. Easily, I might add. Okay, you can't be sucked in. You resist the suck. Probably we're gonna want to ult here, just because. Lloyd will get that CP back pretty quickly. Yeah, you better run. Where is it? Yeah, it's just up here. I believe we got all the treasure chests from around here. So we can kind of just run straight through to the Sun Fort. I may have missed one or two, but anything that we would have missed is probably out of date by now anyway, so.
やっぱりここにもプレロマ草が咲いてるのか。
まあ教団の本拠地があったし無理もない場所だとは思うけど。
ハロルドさんの話によると、ここで何度か国防軍の部隊が謎の一団の襲撃を受けているとか。
かすかに匂いはするが気配を立っているようだな。誰が潜んでいるにせよ尋常な相手ではあるまい。
そうか。厳重の危険もある。警戒しながら捜索してみよう。
了解です。
アロンジ。
It does almost look like we're riding Zeit when when all the sprites spawn in on top of each other. Oh, we can smash these guys in one hit now. They have like fairly decent Sepith. But we don't really need to grind Sepith anymore. We got more money than we know what to do with, and I mean, there's like a few things we could buy. Like I think Tio doesn't have like a mine 3. Tio doesn't have a mine anything. Why do you not have a mine anything? You probably should have one of those. Because I mean, it gets you from 77 to... Yeah, it gives you like 50 extra arts. I guess that's why you now have access to the super wind spell. Yeah, I think the 50 extra arts is probably better. I mean, really, how often are we going to cast the super wind spell? Or the ultimate wind spell of Doom? Oh, it's Red Constellation. What? No. These are like. It is Red Constellation. So that's odd.
目当てに逃げられて当てが外れた気分だったが、代わりの獲物が飛び込んできてくれるとはな。
ランドルフ隊長の同僚か。捕らえておけば大統領や国防軍にも恩が売れそうだ。
So maybe these aren't the rebels, these are people searching for the rebels or something? I guess the rebels are gonna come in and save us because we can't ever do anything on our own.
なかなか歯ごたえがありそうな獲物ども。じっくりと確実に削ってくれるとしよう。我々の包囲からどこまで持ちこたえられるか見せてもらうぞ。
望むところだ。
全力で包囲を突破する。
Okay, we do actually fight him at least. That's good. Okay, never mind. We're only fighting... I guess we only fight like a certain amount of them. Get him over there. Hit him with a little golden halo. Hit him with a little, thunder cyclone. Not quite large enough. Oh well, we'll just focus on the main ones then. And... do that. Doesn't work. Probably should have checked that beforehand. I mean... you're not going to cast anything else pretty quickly. Honestly, I think Absolute Zero. This might... with an ult on top? Because Wazi will get to go again. And they're a lot tankier than I thought they'd be. Unfortunately, Lloyd doesn't have the mana. I guess we could try this. Okay, so this is like an untargeted. I mean, Confusion's not gonna... I mean, it should do decent damage. Plus, as soon as Lloyd gets hit, or after a couple turns pass, he can ult and kill them. Come on, hit Lloyd. Do it, coward. Sir? Okay, enough of that. Oh, you're still alive. But are you still alive? Or do you just think you're still alive? I forgot Wazi's ult is now AoE. That's a pretty cool looking attack, I won't lie. Probably just go ahead and go for the quick heal. Can you get over there? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting Lloyd has infinite movement. Or not really infinite, but unless you're like unless he's in the far corner and the enemy's in the other far corner, he can pretty much hit with whoever he wants. Yo, that did a lot of damage. Yeah, I mean, these guys are actually like way stronger than I thought. I didn't realize how much HP they had. I mean, they're, you know, they still got a little ways to go, but... I think you could... bring on the second wave?
さすがに国防軍と一味も二味も違うね。
当然だ。我らは赤い星座、大陸全土の戦場をかけ蹂躙してきた修羅の一党だ。
かのウロボロスですら戦場では我らには及ばぬ。たとえそちらの狼が巨大な化け物に変わっても。
Did you guys just watch the same battle we watched? Because I feel like I saw you guys get your ass kicked, but whatever.
サイトのことまで。
アッパスに連絡を入れておけばよかったかな。
Come on, Wazzy. Like, I feel like if Wazzy wasn't in our party, he would be able to defeat all these guys, like, without even blinking his eye. I feel like as soon as anyone, like, wants to help us out, they become weak as pudding. Like, as soon as they become a controllable party member, their plot power goes down dramatically. Oh, it's Heyu. Yeah, we did see Riksha, chilling around here when we did that one quest. I kind of forgot about that. Oh, we finally get to see Sal do something for the first time ever.
ここから逃げたはずでは。
それは貴様らが我らを捕らえ損ねただけだ。
貴様ら、ひるむな。戦闘力ならこちらの方が。
She does look so much cooler now. Gotta admit.
やはりクロスベルにまだ残っていたか。
その程度の数で私たちを狩ろうとは。ヘイユへも舐められたものですね。
どうする。
客人がいるゆえこの場は見逃してやろう。我らを狩るつもりならば倍の数は連れてくるがいい。
それと戦記殿かブラッディ・シャーリーさんに来ていただかなくてはせっかくおもてなしをする甲斐がないというものです。
伝えておこう。後悔するなよ。扉を開けろ。撤退する。
やれやれです。
さすがに結構ピンチだったかもね。
お役に立てて何よりですよ。
Yeah, whatever.
お久しぶりです。
I'm still not desensitized to getting saved in cutscenes. It's still... I don't know, I just don't like how it feels like the SSS and crew are continually treated like weaklings the entire series. Like you never really get to do anything cool. Like, anytime you do something cool, they just, like, end up one-shotting you in a cutscene immediately after. It's, like, kind of actually a little frustrating. It's just, like, the disconnect between the gameplay and the story. It's like, in the gameplay, you feel like a complete badass when you're destroying people, and then it goes into a cutscene, and it's like, huh, you didn't even hurt my pinky finger.
彼らと一緒にいたんだな。
はい。ここではなんですから、場所を移しましょう。
そうですね。せっかくの再会ですし、見晴らしのいい場所に行きましょうか。
I guess, like, you know, just going into it further just for a quick second, like, it basically feels like there's almost no progress, like, for the party, even though there is. Like, it doesn't feel like there's any of these, like, cool moments where you're overcoming an obstacle that feels really strong, because anytime you fight anything, like, cool, it just... it acts like, oh, never mind, you're not actually that strong. You have to be saved by some other cooler, stronger person. And it just happens over and over and over again. It almost feels like the SSS can't stand on their own 2 feet. And it just kind of... It wasn't that big a deal in Zero because that was part of the story, right? Is that they were a bunch of rookies trying to navigate and, like, figure out how to work together. So it kind of worked there. But now that they're supposed to be, like, veterans at this point, continually just having the story be like, and then they get saved by some off-screen group, it's kind of annoying.
Naるほど。あの襲撃からずっとこの辺りに隠れていたんですか。
With that being said, I think we are like a little over an hour. I did split the video into 2 parts when I was doing I stopped the recording when we did the pom-pom stuff, which I think we were like 15 minutes in at the time, so we're probably a little over an hour, or like an hour and 15 minutes in. I think we'll go ahead and stop here and continue talking with Sal in the next video. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.